Hey, thanks for watching. I'm excited to share this with you. This is ReformCOW that you see up on the screen here behind me. ReformCOW is an ingenious system where you get a complaint about bad city employees. It doesn't matter, cops, teachers, government workers of all kinds within your city or your state or even the whole nation. But primarily this is focusing on cities. ReformCOW is reform cities of the world. Our cities are loaded with terrible employees. They don't do their job. They don't have to. Many are lazy. Many of them actually love to just simply torture the public that they're supposed to help because there is no penalties for bad service. There's none. And so as a result, if you try to complain about a city employee for doing a bad job, you're not going to have a chance in general, because every time you go to complain about one of these bad individuals, they always say, oh, well, this has never happened before, or they act like it's never happened before. But you talk around town, you'll find out that maybe this particular jerk, man or woman, has been making people miserable for years. So this is the beauty of ReformCOW. This creates an archive of bad employees. So take a look at the screen here, and this is Houston, and this is just new, but you'll see there's stuff going on everywhere. So now you can go in here to post complaints, and you can go in and you can be specific and post about law enforcement, code enforcement. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, or even on a grander scale. So what you can do is, let's say you have somebody in the permitting office that's been jacking you around. You've heard about them jacking other people around. Well, yeah, you know what? You can go ahead and create a complaint. So you go in here and you go to up here and click on create a post. There it is, City of Austin, or City of Houston, I mean. And you'll pick the department that you're complaining about. In this case, we'll just say building permits. And so maybe we have some jerk inspector down there that doesn't help, that fails the jobs, doesn't hang out for a few minutes to help you when you could get something through, or on a technicality, set you back weeks or even months at a time. This stuff really happens. And when that does, the best thing you can do is don't complain to the city. Go to ReformCOW, because what you can do is you can go in there and very specifically, you can type in your complaint here. Okay, and I'm not going to go into great detail here. Oops. So you type in the complaint here, maybe details, image. You can add an image if you want to, grab an image and stick an image in here. You can put in an image for related employees. You can add an employee. So in fact, in Houston right now we have someone in there. But let's just say I'm just going to write Joe employee, okay? Okay, and I'll say building permit department, right? Building permits. Okay, title, I'll just say jerk, because the person I'm thinking of, that's pretty much who they are. So I hit add. Okay, so now I just created a link to this employee when this final complaint is done. And once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and hit create right now. And so I've created this complaint, even though I haven't added an image yet. But now check this out. Once I'm done, I can go back to government employees, and there he is, Joe employee. Now, there's one article in complaint, the one that I just created. But guess what? Now when the next guy complains, and he complains about, maybe just another builder, somebody maybe I've never even met, but he creates a complaint. Now, when he goes in to type in that employee's name, boom, oh, this guy's already in here. So then when you go to the bad employee page, as I call it, you will see 2 articles or 3 articles in complaints. And then you'll be able to click on here, and it will take you to the complaint about that particular jerk person that's not doing a good job. Now, this has much more power than filing a complaint directly down at the city, because this makes it public record for everyone to see. So now when this bad employee gives somebody a hard time, you've got a little bit more defense. You've got somebody in your corner. You can say, you know what, you've been a jerk to 2 or 3 people. I saw it on the website. You know, maybe we need to talk to your boss about this, because when you have this kind of evidence packing up or building up, it gives you a much better position to make the complaint, hey, I want this guy off my job. I want a real employee. I don't want some jerk. And it will shame this person into being a better employee. Or he will be gone eventually. Because now you have something you can bring to your council, your mayor. You can say, look, enough is enough. Or you take it to the city manager. The city manager is really basically the only one that can fire anybody at any city. So it's very important that you take time to complain about bad employees in your area, because once you do, it makes it easier for the next guy to complain. And now we're creating a record, an archived record on that particular bad employee or that department, so that the next guy behind us, when he has a problem, he can say, hey, I'm not the first guy this has happened to. This needs to change. And here's the other thing. As people see that, they can come down here, they can hit support, thumbs up, thumbs down, if they disagree with you, but they can thumbs up. And they can, so because it's regional, this is just for your city, you know, 200 or 300 thumbs up on a problem like that, that's a lot of numbers. In a city like that, council members, I mean, listen, they get elected, and sometimes, you know, in a city of 1 million, they still win by only 75 votes. So when they say 200 or 300 votes, people are saying, we don't like this. They're gonna be quick to kiss ass and take care of it and make sure that problem goes away. So otherwise, they're not gonna care. They're not gonna care. If it was on Facebook or if it was on something, it doesn't matter, because that means people can thumbs up on this thing from all over the world. That means nothing, because those people can't vote them out. But when it's just a few hundred people, and it's in their particular community, it could be a small city or a big city, those thumbs up mean much more, because those are voters in their community that can kick them out. So very important. So please go in right now, go into your city, register on ReformCOW. You can register with your name and use your cell phone, and it verifies, that you're a real person. But you can create a username. You can be completely anonymous. You can go in there. You can start adding. You can adding bad employees in there, but also you can help ReformCOW by going in here, and you can go to you got government employees, but you got city officials. So you could help by just going in and start adding. See, it's open to the public once you're registered. You can go in there and update who these council members are. These are council members here right now that are in Houston. People have joined up, kind of like Wikipedia. They join in and they help, but they start adding these people, because ultimately we get all of the council folks in all these different cities across the world, but also we get these employees that are bad actors, and then we get to shame them and put them on public display for the public to see how crappy they are, and maybe they'll conform and become a little better. I've talked to people that work at water departments within cities. They love this thing. They say, oh my gosh, this will put the fear of God in these people that are so lazy and so unhelpful, because there's plenty of good workers. There's good people down there at the city. In fact, you'll see people that work at the city turning each other in or bringing attention to bad employees, because it makes them look bad. Not everybody goes down to working at the city with the intention of being kind of a lazy cow, to do nothing. But what happens is the system is so sludge, there's no accountability, that even the good people kind of turn into garbage as far as an employee goes, because they just get worn down, because they don't get kudos for being good, and they don't get punished for being bad. This at least punishes them for being bad. It shames them, so then the good ones will stand out, and you'll get better service. We'll all get better service as a result. So please go to reformcow.com, phone or otherwise. You can just go through the browser, create an account, go in there, help us by filling out the mayor, the mayor and council candidates, and then if you know people that are having problems with city inspectors of any kind, or employees that are supposed to be helpful at down at the buildings, city buildings, call them out. Put them on notice. I mean, there are so many bad services going on, and this is really the only way when they're kind of when they're put in on the public eye, then they snap to. Then it's like anytime you'll see cities run very, very poorly, but until they make the paper, then they start correcting. Once it becomes news in the paper, then they start correcting. So this effectively does the same thing. So, hey, thanks for watching. Please, please, go in right now, give it a try, go into your city, start adding some of your council members. You're gonna find out how great this is. Or if you have a beef with a particular employee down at the city, add them to the system. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it, and your community is gonna benefit from it. So thanks for watching, and I'll try to make another one of these again soon. Thanks.